And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers? Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with our 48th episode. We've got Torrey Hunter, 48.
That's a good one.
JT Gray.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
I was
there we
thinking
go.
that one.
Saints special teams legend.
Yes.
He's still
I
there,
believe
too.
Bill looked up Jimmy Johnson, drove number 48.
He did. The
yeah.
Napa car.
Yeah.
Napa
so,
know-how.
There we go. If you're into that.
We're not mentioning the probably the most famous 48.
Yeah, DeGrom, screw him.
Why'd you say his name? He don't deserve that.
Well, no one knew
Craig
what the crap
Reynolds.
you're talking about.
I think Craig Reynolds is 46.
Yeah. Oh, we missed that out the other night.
He had a good couple
Yeah,
plays the other day. For
Took
the
away
Lions.
from Swift. Yeah, I saw it. Anybody else wearing 48? I looked up Nazar Muhammad. He's played for the Bulls.
Dave Stewart, pitcher for the A's.
Yeah,
back in the 90s.
that name was popping up. Lee Smith, apparently. We don't know if Bill was right or wrong about 47, but we'll take his word. He probably
He
wore
did play
both.
for multiple teams.
Yeah, he probably wore both at some point.
For the Cubs, he was 47.
You said Eric Gagne.
Eric Gagne. Harrison Bader was 48 with the Cardinals.
Screw Harrison
Not
Bader. He
now.
ain't done nothing.
He's been hurt.
Or 48.
I mean, he's too young to be mentioned.
Yeah. All right, so this episode we're going to do our Pick'em recap.
Wait, real quick. Talking about DeGrom real quick. I hate saying it, but I saw a stat the other day. Over half of his career starts have been with him giving up one run or less.
Yeah.
Pitching. Over half of his
Yeah, he's
starts.
pretty good.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Best pitcher of our generation if he's healthy.
We'll see him in a week.
Yeah.
We're going to go over our Pick'em updates, look at the leaderboards of that. I don't think it's really shaken up much. Then we'll do our little team draft thing. I don't know. We need a title for this.
I still don't know what my teams are.
I've got them, but I don't know. Every week I watch. And
Lions. That's all I know.
Well,
Bills, Vikings, Lions.
You got the Jets. You got the Jets.
Oh, I got the Jets and the Commanders.
Yes.
You should have had a good week.
I went 3-0.
Well, the Lions and the Commanders play each
I
other.
went 3-1. Let's go.
You can't go 3-1 when you have five teams.
Who's my fifth?
Ooh.
Bills, Vikings, Lions,
I have the
Commanders,
Vikings?
Jets. Yes.
Well, I'll be. I went 3-2 then.
3-2. It's not bad. What were our records there, Clay?
I'll count it up in a second.
Okay.
But then we'll do that. Yeah, we need a name for that. Dirty Boot Team thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Dirty Boot Team thing.
Yeah.
DBTTT.
Great name.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
DBTTT.
Yeah.
And then
Heck
we'll
of a job, Clay.
Yeah. we'll preview our week 3. We are moving on in this football season. I guess we can recap Monday's games as well.
Yeah.
Because we haven't potted since then. Our teams, though: Chance, Bills, Vikings, Lions, Washington, Jets. So that's what, 3-2?
Yes.
Okay. Kyle, Rams, Bengals, Saints, Dolphins, Jags.
Well, he kind of 3-2 too, did he?
I think so. No.
He had Jags.
Yeah, Jags, Dolphins, Rams all won.
Yeah.
Josh, Chargers, Colts, Packers, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Ooh.
He gets Packers. Yeah.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill.
Well, you should have had the Browns and the freaking
and Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
And Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Colts is on the trade block. Anybody wants
They got to get hot eventually, yeah.
Bill, Tampa, Dallas, Denver, Patriots, Texans. He went 4-1, I believe. And the only one was Denver Texans, who played each other. So he had to have one loss. Clay, Philly, San Fran, Tennessee, Carolina, Atlanta. I think I got 2 this week.
3
yeah,
there.
I improved from 1. Peyton, Ravens, Chiefs, Raiders, Cardinals, Giants. Is that 5-0? No,
the freaking Ravens
they played each other.
Me.
Oh, so 3-2 because Ravens lost,
Miami
and then
come
Raiders and Arizona played each other.
And they
so.
played each other. So
3-2.
yeah, I'll take 3-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Back-to-back weeks, I think.
I don't know the full spreadsheet. Kyle has that. He's not here tonight. So I don't know like who's leading overall. Probably Chance, because you've had 2 good weeks, I think.
I can't remember what I did last week.
Last week he struggled a little because he had Jets and the Lions. I know lost.
Yeah, and the Bills won, Vikings won, so I had
Washington
2.
won. So you had
at least 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Bill might be the leader.
Somebody has to be better than 6 and 4.
Tampa
Has to be.
Tampa's 2-0.
I'm 6 and 4 too.
Dallas, no,
1-1.
never mind. I don't know. We'll see.
We're gonna do a redraft in the middle of the
No. Hey, I'll have 2 teams. No, I have 3 teams that don't have a win.
Ooh.
So that shows you my team.
Good job, Clay.
And my second pick lost their quarterback. But hey, Philly at least looks good.
Well, hey, Josh took the Colts, so.
Got shut out by
thought it was a
Jags.
great pick.
We sure did.
Yeah. They're gonna run away with that division.
Josh, you got the best looking one. Yeah, right.
I think we all predicted the Colts to win the division in like a landslide.
No, I have a future on the Titans.
All right, so
Not looking good
that's
either.
Not as
Everybody
good.
but
Still
him.
help.
Yeah.
And that still ain't good.
Yeah, they're
We
winless.
talked, I said they
At least the Colts
could
have a tie.
possibly get double digits.
Yeah,
I
we were
think
talking 10 or 11
We talked
wins.
1 seed for a little bit.
Because we were like, there's no way they lose to anybody in their division. That's 6
They
wins
had
right
the best
there.
record in the AFC.
Yeah.
I think that come out of my mouth at one
It
time.
did. Hey, it ain't over. They can go 14 and
Is that the
2,
ghost night?
15 and 2, whatever. So let's go our pick 'em. I think Chance is still number 1.
I think I am too, by like 2 games or something.
I believe I jumped up to 2 though from number 3. Let me see. It's loading. I know.
Yeah, I'm 19 and 12, and you are 17 and 14.
I know. I was the only person in the entire thing that picked the Jags to win over the Colts.
Good for you.
There was a couple other games that
Just close your eyes.
were
and pick one
outliers.
on that.
No, just because that stat that the Colts hadn't won in like forever.
Our resident gambling expert
Guru?
Ty is 3 and 11.
Oh yeah, he didn't even pick last week's. He just gave up after week 1, I guess.
Did he send picks in?
He did not.
Oh, I thought I heard you say he did. But
Well, he sent us a Browns parlay or something, but he didn't send like a list.
Everything he sends is like, if I would have only had this one game here,
that's exactly what it always does.
I'm 1 game away.
Yeah.
Man,
He did hit
would
like
have happened.
He hit like a 3-team MLB parlay the other night that had like two walk-offs. So that was a thrill.
Thrill and rush.
Yeah.
He didn't win the Florida game, though.
No.
No.
No, I'm
did.
talking about
Yeah, he did.
here.
Oh,
He did.
yeah.
He did. What
Uh,
a moment that was.
Yeah.
He's still riding that.
He's probably bet the rest on Florida the past
He's
2 weeks
lost
to
that.
cover.
It's been long
That
gone.
money was lost Sunday.
Yeah, it was because he put it on
He
LSU.
put it on- yeah.
Yeah, he sure did that Sunday night.
Yeah. No, he had a cover, right?
No, he did.
He won again.
He did something.
He had LSU to cover 2.5.
That's what it was. He
And
had
they covered.
he had a teaser.
Yeah.
Oh, he did have it.
So
Wow.
he had a great weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then he lost it.
Yeah. He
There's
bet
zero
Florida.
shot it's
He
still
bet
there.
Florida to cover the last 2 weeks, and
We
they've
know it.
lost probably.
Did you see the
Well,
picture?
He shows us the account every time. His balance. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Wait a minute. This says 86 cents.
But knowing him, he might have like $800, $900 in there. He's betting on like 40 different things.
Oh, yeah.
There's no telling.
I mean, when you bet on the many baseball games in the regular season he does,
Well,
I mean,
He loves the
probably
Dodgers.
got like 8 apps going at one time.
oh, he
Yeah.
does have a couple apps going. I
And they're
guarantee it.
always parlays.
He's got like 14
Yes.
cents in one,
Yeah.
87 in another one, $1.15 in one.
If I have sense, I just throw it in with a random bet.
Yeah, I don't like round. I don't like the weird numbers.
Yeah.
That's like that Bills parlay I did Monday night, and I did $5.55.
Mine was $5.17.
Well, y'all
that.
see mine sometimes. It'll be like an odd number. and
Is
y'all
that what you
probably
do
like,
too?
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put the
I
cent.
hate
Whatever
looking
the
at
cent
it.
says, I always throw it in.
Yeah, I hate looking at it.
Yeah, but me and Chance are still on top though for our.
I wouldn't say you're still on top.
Well, we're still in the top
Well,
from.
I'm still on top because I've been on top.
I mean, I've
You
been.
just appeared.
I'm top 3. I was top 3 last week.
Yeah, well, I'm still top dog.
Hey, I picked
so
the Jags. No one else did. Screw y'all.
That is true.
Saxonville, baby. I love T-Law.
I think they had
Touchdown Jesus.
99% of the people had picked the Colts that week.
T-Law, touchdown Jesus. Let's go week 3. Or no, we can recap Monday night. Bills.
Next. I mean, was that a game?
One.
I mean,
Best team in the league.
Yeah.
Robert Woods got the ball thrown to him. Congrats. Malik Willis played the fourth quarter.
I think we all won money that night too, because
Oh,
Josh,
yeah.
that was a part of a parlay for you, right? The Bills. You didn't bet the second Monday night game, right?
No. I was
smartly. Nobody. I didn't know what to read on that game.
I went Philly.
surprised how well Philly looked. I mean,
Heck
they
yeah,
looked-
baby. Heck
They
yeah.
look like one of the best teams in the NFC for sure.
I've been preaching it.
I didn't even get to watch any of it, so because the TV in the emergency room was unplugged and I couldn't reach it without staying in a chair, and Harley said no, so I obeyed.
Well, as bad as I hate to say it, Darius Slay pretty much shut down Justin Jefferson.
I saw somebody said that he
Big
had more
play
catches
Slay,
than
baby.
Jalen Rager.
Big play
Did Slay have a couple picks?
2.
They said
And
he
he
caught
dropped
more
like
balls
3.
than Jalen Rager
And
did
one
Monday night.
was in the end zone at
Yeah.
the very end of the game.
Some of those
could have turned the ball game
throws
around.
Kirk was making were so bad.
Primetime Kirk.
There is a stat. He's 2-25.
Is that really true, though?
27.
That was from a betting Twitter account,
Yeah,
verified.
That's
I had heard
Verified.
that before the game.
But that's a lot of primetime games.
Verified.
So
Been
what do
around for a while.
Do they consider that Monday night and Sunday night game?
Monday night, Sunday
night,
nights,
Sunday
Thursday
night
nights,
games.
And Thursday
and
night?
Thursday nights.
I don't know if I
So-
consider Thursday
And
night's primetime
well,
game.
It's gotta
a
be.
nighttime
It
game.
is.
Gotta be.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's
And
gotta
Saturday
be.
games, he's been a part of those.
Yeah, we played the Saints one time. I think.
Thanksgiving, he plays every Thanksgiving. When we did
Playoffs, I guess,
He
too.
played every Thanksgiving when he was with the Redskins.
He's had a couple playoff
Oh,
games.
Commanders, football teams.
Yeah. I guess
He's
so.
probably played 27. That
Because
ain't
if
hard.
you do at least 3
You're
every year,
guaranteed
right?
3 a year.
Wow.
One Sunday, one Monday, one Thursday.
So that'd be
And like
what?
I said, he was with Washington.
That'd be like
so
8
they
years?
Played more than just one on Thursday.
He got drafted in 2012, right? That was Andrew Luck year
Yeah, it's
with
been 11
RG3
years.
because he was
Well,
fourth
how
round
is he
pick.
going to win a playoff game?
He ain't.
Well,
That's
those
the
are
thing,
counting
ain't.
too. Those go in those primetime games.
All
yeah.
of his playoff games.
Yeah, those playoff games will go in
Because
that.
I guess they would all be
Because
technically
they're
prime
technical
time.
prime
Yeah.
time.
Because they're scheduled by themselves.
Right.
We need
And
to,
he's played in
when were the? We need to look up the 2 that he won. Like, what was the situation? Who was he playing?
He's probably won a playoff game.
I don't think
See,
he
I don't know.
has.
I
He
think it was
hasn't. I don't
Keenum and
think
all
he
them.
has.
You know.
I don't know.
Unless he won one in Washington that I can't remember.
But I know there's always been that joke about primetime Kurt. Like you hear it with Barstool all the time. But I'd never seen the actual stat.
Well, it was on display this past
Yeah,
Monday
he must have
because
he must have
looked
been bad.
horrible.
'Cause, I mean, y'all saw the text I sent the other day, the stats comparing
Yeah.
Jameis to him. They were the same person.
Which,
Yeah.
A lot of that was Philadelphia's defense. Their defense looked
legit.
really good. Oh, yeah.
Just gonna go back to July. Top 3 defense in the NFC. I said it. I've been all over at Philly. This excites me. I feel good about the start.
Yeah,
Yeah, Josh and Clay been big on Philly.
They're
whole
off to a
time,
good
so I get
start.
that.
They are. I want to see a little more before.
Yeah, for sure.
Before I trust them.
But
you know,
based on the teams in the NFC so far, honestly, it's hard for me not to call them the best team in the NFC right now.
NFC is not exciting.
I think you could say that.
I mean,
think
you got the Bucks.
No, they're the
I'll take
best.
them over the Bucks right now.
Yeah, but I think by the end of the year.
By the end of the year, it's
Bucks-
going to be different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Rams, who haven't looked great.
Brady's gonna turn it on when he wants to turn it on.
Yeah.
Brady's
Are they
lowest
2-0?
winning percentage is in September.
Is
Bucks?
Brady 2-0?
Yes.
They're 2-0.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
And they're looking
don't give
terrible.
a crap. I
he
promise
doesn't.
you.
No.
But when their wide receivers all get healthy and get there,
Yep.
it'll be a different team.
And
It's a
unsuspended.
marathon, not a sprint. You know
And they're still 2-0.
exactly.
Yeah, with injuries and
Yeah, they don't look good, and they're
dysfunction,
2-0.
I mean, Exactly.
No, they look horrible, and they're 2-0.
That defense looks pretty good.
But
though.
Yeah.
the NFC period, besides maybe Philadelphia, looks pretty bad.
Yeah, it's very weak this year. But we knew that coming in.
Yeah, it was
We knew that
heavy,
coming.
Heavy AFC on that side for sure.
But back to Monday night, the Bills look unstoppable. They really
yeah.
do. They really do. Josh Allen is
I'm excited for
freaking
this week.
beast.
I wish we could flex it to Sunday night.
I don't think you'll find out a lot about Buffalo. I think you'll find out a lot about Miami.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, Buffalo's proven that they have nothing to prove anymore.
Yeah,
Like-
Miami's still got a lot to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Buffalo is in Super Bowl or bust territory.
I want to see the defense do what they've done against a better offense.
Oh, you talking about Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, their defense ain't gonna be what it's been the whole
Yeah.
season. No, they're not gonna be shutting down absolutely
no,
everybody.
no.
And
ain't
if
no
you-
way that's happened.
it'll be different to get that offense in a shootout. Yeah, they can probably do it.
That
but
was one of those
they'll win any shootout.
That was one of those games Monday night.
You don't want to
It
get in a
was
shootout.
They didn't win it against Kansas City last year. That's what I'm saying.
That game Monday night reminded me of some of those primetime breeze games with New Orleans when they played on Monday night, and it's just like it was going to be when they play like the Patriots, they blew out by 40.
He just picked them apart.
The offense just gets hot, and it just can't stop.
Yeah, it's different when your offense is scoring 40 and the other team's in single digits than your offense is scoring 40 and the other team's in the 40s as well.
It's a
it changes up your the way that your offense plays, the pressure and everything.
Impressive. I mean,
he can play loose.
Right now, you got there to play loose, throw the ball to Stephon Diggs, say score.
Yeah.
Well, that was without their number 2 wide receiver too.
Exactly. That makes it even more impressive in my opinion.
Who had a great week 1.
I mean, they threw a fullback screen and they scored it in the first quarter.
And they had like a pick 6, I think, or a fumble 6, something like that.
And no run game that game.
No, they don't need one.
They never have a run game. That's
Josh
what
Allen,
makes it even more impressive.
You know, if they're going to run it, it's usually going to be him.
And it ain't going to be a whole lot now. They'll save that for
playoffs,
December and January. So, yeah, nothing else really to talk about Monday night, I don't think.
Yeah.
So,
I think it kind of was disappointing about
the second
Minnesota.
game sounds like it was disappointing.
Oh, no.
Because there was a lot of hype around it.
Philly, well, one thing that is a little bit concerning about that, they put up 24 in the first half, didn't score again.
I was about to say.
Last week they did the same thing. They went up. They went up like 38-14 or something against the Lions. Lions ended up bringing it to 35.
The foot off the gas.
I don't know. The offense didn't look good in the second half.
Do you think he goes vanilla in the second half when they're up big?
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's something people do sometimes.
They've had a big enough lead.
The way Philly took off of the lead was just because Jalen was running them in. Like, I mean, it's not like he's just picking them apart. He threw to a guy that was literally wide open 40 yards down the field.
He looks really good throwing the ball. It's hard not to say.
He does. But he doesn't – I don't feel like it's going to be him throwing it 10 times on a drive down the field to get you down there. It's going to be him
playmaking.
Playmaking, chunking one down a street route like that. What's his name was open wide.
Quez
open.
Watkins.
Yeah. Or him taking off and getting a 12-yard run here.
Yeah.
Dunking it off to somebody here, because it was never fluid in my opinion, and I think that's why in the second half teams are adjusting, and then it's kind of looking in the second half. So I don't know. I think Philly plays
Commanders.
They'll get in a dogfight eventually.
Yeah, they will.
Well, as bad as Minnesota looked, there was a few plays from being right back in the game at the end.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
If they don't throw that interception in the end zone, they're right in the ball game right there.
I mean, when some of the throws he was making, you're like,
Primetime Kirk.
I mean,
he bounces back this week.
Yeah, I would think
Who they got this week?
Oh,
it's a division game. The Lions. Did they play Lions?
They play Lions.
They
do.
They play Lions
at Minnesota.
While Philly's got Commanders, Jaguars, Cardinals, Cowboys, Steelers, Texans, Commanders, Colts.
Yeah.
Packers,
they could have the best record
Titans.
In the league.
They could be borderline undefeated.
Giants, Bears, Cowboys, Saints, Giants.
Because what did they finish in their division last year?
They were 7th seed. Or they were 4th seed because they won.
They won the division.
All 2 seeds.
I believe. I've got a lot of Lions.
Cowboys won the division, Clay.
Did they?
Philly was
they lost.
seed.
Yeah. Because they played Tampa.
Yeah.
They got thumped by 50.
And it's Ugh, that schedule. I don't know when we'll be able to see anything then that I would like to sit down and watch.
Yeah.
Golly.
I mean, the Cowboys, that'll be a solid test for their offense, I guess, against that defense. Yeah. But
when do they play the Cowboys, though? Is it later?
See.
Is Dak going to be back or
Week
no?
6.
No, he won't be back.
Sunday Night Football as well.
Jerry says he will.
Jerry says he is.
Yeah, freaking
Dr. Jerry.
What an idiot.
I do have a bet for the Philly to be the
Al
number
Davis
1
Jr.
seed.
He's
So
worse
that
than
might
Al
look
Davis.
good.
He has to be.
He has to be. Well, because thank God there wasn't a podcast system when Al Davis was still alive. Could you imagine listening to that?
Yeah, they get Cowboys Sunday Night Football, though, Week 6 in Philly. That'll be fun.
Of course it's Sunday night.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
always, man. I hate when they overplay quote unquote rivalries in the NFL.
Yeah.
I know we think that we have rivalries and
they've
stuff.
got a
I
couple
don't believe that in
primetime
the
games,
NFL.
though.
I just don't believe it. There's too much turnover to have actual true rivalries.
I don't
in my
believe it
opinion.
either. But then I sit there and I look at some of these teams like the Saints and Atlanta. Atlanta's not that good, and yet it's close every year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Every
no matter what they
freaking
got,
year.
it's
It don't
gonna be
matter.
close.
Exactly. Every year. And it's the same with some of those NFC East games.
Yeah.
I mean, every year those teams are terrible.
Giants, Cowboys.
It's just,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
mean-
weird to think that there's rivalries. You know,
But that's all sports. Duke, North Carolina.
Seahawks.
It don't matter what the record
Yeah.
is. It's going to be a close.
but see,
crazy
that's
game.
college though. I'm thinking about like pros and stuff. Like
But
Red Sox, Yankees, but there's not as much turnover in MLB.
But you,
sometimes.
yeah, right. But you think
know?
even college basketball, I mean, all the one and dones. I mean, it's a new team every year for Duke, and
Yeah.
you know, and they're still.
But it's always the same coach.
it's.
And it's not always the case.
I
In
guess
NFL.
it's more of the fandom that
Yeah.
makes
It is.
keeps it going.
I mean,
know?
fan
Saints
bases.
Bucks now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ooh man. Yeah, that's definitely getting
Jaguars Colts.
in Duval.
Yeah.
We've stepped over the line.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to
Week
week
2,
3.
baby.
It's week 3,
Yeah, week
you
3.
idiot.
God, football. Steelers Browns Thursday night in Cleveland.
I had that on my list, and I didn't put it in my top 5.
I got Cleveland.
I got
Cleveland.
Pittsburgh on the money line on that.
Who's playing quarterback, Peyton?
I don't. Who's playing quarterback for Cleveland?
I'm not.
it don't
I don't know.
I'm asking who's
Yeah,
going to. Who
I
do you
would-
think? You think it's going to be Mitch still?
I
How about
think-
how
I
about
think they
how about we
start
don't
Mitch.
bring up quarterbacks and just talk about the rest of the team? That's what's going to matter.
I was just curious if he was predicting a Kenny
Mitch's
Pickett
gonna play.
appearance.
Kenny's not playing.
Cleveland don't need a quarterback. They
Kenny's
just need
about
to
a
hand
week
the
or two
ball
away,
off
I bet,
Yep.
from
to their
playing.
2 running backs.
Cleveland needs to run the ball 40 times.
Yeah.
Every
They
game.
will.
Every game.
Cleveland is without Jadeveon Clowney and might be without Miles Garrett.
Ooh, that could change things.
Yes.
I better put my bet in now. With the
Clowney
Pittsburgh
is
bet.
out though, like officially. He's been out since like Sunday night.
The day after the
practically.
game, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw
Injured?
that.
Sprained ankle maybe something.
He's
Yeah.
always hurt.
Yeah. He played a lot last year though, and he was really good. But Garrett, I don't know what he's got going on. But
Well, they don't want him to get another personal foul.
oh yeah, Mason Rudolph. He's gonna
Rudolph
sit on
will be in the
sideline
building.
and- It's in Cleveland though, so Elf will be on the field.
Rudolph's practice squad quarterback now.
Yeah,
How
clipboard
can they lose with
holder.
Brownie the elf. On
Yeah,
the field?
heck yeah. They did it this week against the
Hey,
Jets.
it's the Joe Hayden game.
They lost it this week.
It's the Joe Hayden Memorial game. Since
It
he's
is.
retiring
It
as a Brown
is.
today.
Perfect time for him to retire.
His career was very,
Very uneventful.
yeah.
You know, but
For as good as a player as he was, it just
Even he was on some good Pittsburgh.
when he went to
teams.
Pittsburgh, I was like, oh, that's the piece they needed.
Yeah.
But which Big
He was
Ben's
never
age
bad. He
didn't
was
help,
never
but
great, but you never really heard about him.
so
no.
that's a good thing. As a
Yeah, I guess
corner.
it's a good thing as
that's
a corner.
great thing as a corner. I think, yeah.
Yeah,
Unless if you're just making a lot of pick sixes or
Trevon
making
Diggs.
plays, yeah.
but you hear about him for bad and
But
good
he's
reasons. Yeah.
Terrible, yeah, for coverage.
Hey, lockdown Chase, huh? So,
He actually played more of a quote unquote safety role a lot. I watched him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't line up. I don't know. They were playing a lot of different looks Sunday.
yeah, Steelers Browns. I think it's got to come down to running back play.
Yeah.
Chubb and Hunt versus Harris.
Harris has not looked good this year.
No, he has not. I have him on 2 fantasy teams. I don't feel great.
I was talking to Clay about this the other day, Josh. Did you watch? You probably didn't because y'all don't watch the Red Zone for some unknown
Hey,
reason.
Red Zone this week is free for everyone.
Y'all need to watch.
I
it.
will try it out.
There
Thank
we go.
you. Najee had the edge, and it was like basically a stretch play. He could have gotten the end zone. He has no burst right now.
No.
Yeah,
It's
he's injured.
alarming.
That foot.
There's no way he's
not-
healthy,
he's
man.
not healthy.
Like you were bringing up Derrick Henry, how he can't go east to west. It's kind of what you look like with Najee.
Yeah. He has no burst
I
right
was
now.
afraid of him coming into the season because of that injury.
Yeah.
You just don't get over that without.
No, that's not
a
something you
lot of time
play
off.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah. They underplayed it a lot with them. You know, they're like,
Whenever I drafted him, I honestly didn't know that he had like a thing that was going to linger like that. But just the volume that he gets, it was too good of a value for fantasy. It's going to be an interesting game. Those teams always play each other well. Talking about a rivalry, I mean, those two are a definition of that. Even when Pittsburgh was good and Cleveland was 0-16, Cleveland would still go and play them tough. It happens. It'll be a fun one. It won't be as electrifying as last week's, but it'll be a solid NFL game.
be a slobber knocker.
Yeah, totally different styles of teams for sure. So who y'all got?
Cleveland.
Pitt.
Yeah, I got to rock with Cleveland. Ooh, what is this? Udoka is, for the Celtics, the coach is facing possible disciplinary action. Including a significant suspension.
The heck did he
for
do?
an unspecified violation of organizational guidelines. What the crap?
Oh. Boston
Celtics head coach.
For real?
Brad Stevens suspended him?
Now Brad's wanting back. Sorry, Sunday.
Start with Houston.
Yeah,
we're just going down the line to pick them.
What's Thursday? Was Thursday the?
We just did this.
Was that
Yeah, that's
Thursday?
Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Wake up, Peyton. Crap.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go through the line with pick 'em.
Women's
I don't
volleyball
have
on the
that.
TV.
So.
It's
Texans Bears.
Texans Bears.
All right. We talked about that a little bit earlier, or was that last episode? I don't even remember.
That was last episode.
It was, yeah. Where I think it's going to be an interesting one. I'm hoping Red Zone tunes into it.
I was about to say, this is going to be the game that Red Zone is hardly ever on.
Yeah, probably.
This is the one that you're going to forget
happens.
well, there ain't gonna be
They
any
crossed the
touchdowns.
50,
Exactly.
guys. They crossed the 50. Let's put them over.
There's always one every week. It's like, oh, they played today.
Raiders Titans also might be that though. I could see that happening.
And the Raiders got to bounce back here,
Yeah,
right?
you
I mean,
think.
what
Hunter Renfro's out.
Yeah, they got to.
Hunter Renfro's hurt. At
What's
least he didn't
wrong?
practice.
I mean,
today.
how did you get McDaniels and Derek Carr's worse?
Yeah.
Like something's going on there.
And Adams had like 12 yards last week.
Yeah,
last week.
Yeah, and
Well-
that was the first time he played in front of his family before, too.
Yeah.
But I will say he got thrown to 12 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
He had a lot of targets.
He only caught 2.
Wow.
But and I don't know. They could have been
Forced
nowhere
him.
close.
Yeah.
But
He might just been the nearest
they
guy
did
on
throw
route.
to him
Yeah.
12
Wow.
times, which was crazy. If he only caught
Waller
2.
had a heck of a game though, right?
At
Yeah, I
some
think so.
point, if the Raiders don't bounce back, I mean,
Did we skip the Houston game?
Well, we kind of just brought up the other game. Let's talk Houston Bears real
Yeah.
quick.
Houston.
Lovie Smith revenge game.
Houston.
Yeah. Going Houston. Chicago's offense is just horrible. There's no way I can.
That organization's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, their defense is not even Chicago type of defense. Like, I don't have confidence in anything they do on that team.
I haven't picked mine
They
yet.
actually need to be the #1 draft pick and find another quarterback because Fields just does not look like.
But you
An
got to
NFL
give the kid a
quarterback.
shot.
But Fields,
Yeah.
Fields has
Throwing the
never
ball
had.
11 times is just strange to
Well,
me.
he's never had
It shows me they're not.
weapons.
they don't-
He's never had a coach that's
like
really.
Or an O line.
Yeah, he's
He's
never
got
had
probably
O-line.
one of the worst O lines in the NFL.
And his coaching situation's been
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's
Who's
just
the coach now?
Eberfluss.
Yeah, defensive guy.
From where?
Colts.
He's
Okay.
the defensive
Their
coordinator.
defense is not bad. Their defense is always going to be
'Cause
good.
when
It's the Bears.
when
They're
he-
always going to have a
when they
solid
hired
defense.
him, I was like, I thought you were gonna get this right.
Help out
Chicago.
your rookie.
Yeah, get your rookie quarterbacks an offensive minded guy, and
Yeah.
you're gonna get a defensive guy. Like I just don't get them, man.
I'll go Bears.
Well, if he only threw the ball 11 times,
And he completed 7 of them.
and then he only had 15 carries.
Montgomery.
Montgomery only
Yeah.
had 15 carries. The other guy couldn't have had but a couple. Did they not have the ball on offense much at all?
I think the Packers dominated the possession.
They had to have.
Let me look at that. I believe it was like 38-22 or something.
I want to say we looked that
I
up
think
the
we
other
did.
night.
I mean, it had to be terrible.
It was
It
something
was
very
yes,
lopsided.
37-22.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
23. Yeah.
Like they had it for a whole quarter more than them.
And most of that was Montgomery running the ball.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the Packers, Aaron Jones 15 carries, A.J. Dillon 18 carries, Rodgers only 25 pass attempts. So.
Well, Aaron Jones had a monster game.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and that's what you expect from some of those AFC North games, honestly. Or, I guess with the Bears involved, you expect one of those time possession games where it's just ground and pounds. Maybe not as much with this Vikings-Lions game, but
Well, I think that's what Green Bay is now.
Yeah,
they're not
they are.
your
Well, they don't have a
throwing it down
weapon.
the field like
Yeah.
they used to be.
They haven't invested in the
They got a
past
little
game.
bit better defense.
when you throw the ball 25 times with Aaron Rodgers, you see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I got Houston too.
Houston.
I'll go Chicago.
Yep.
What's up next?
Vegas Titans.
All right, so 2 0-2 teams in Tennessee.
Somebody's got to win.
Somebody's
I'm
got to
gonna
win. Or
keep
do
riding these Raiders
They could
until
tie.
they do
AFC
it.
South
They could
has
tie.
tied. Yeah. I don't know.
I got to go Raiders.
Raiders. They got. I mean,
Raiders.
They got to.
Raiders.
I don't believe
Raiders.
I never believed in Tennessee all last year, and then somehow they just kept winning.
Yeah, and now they're not.
Now they're they look.
It's the opposite this year.
Yeah, they don't look
They
good at
changed
all.
it.
Ryan Tannehill feeling pressure, huh?
Yeah,
I'm eager to see how much longer they wait.
Well, if it's like last week, it shouldn't be too much longer because
Yeah.
that was bad.
Yep.
I don't know.
I mean, Raiders aren't going to run them out of the stadium. It'll be
I don't know if the Raiders can stop Henry, but I don't know if Henry can be what he can be to make himself the X factor. You know,
I don't feel like he's just the
You
dominant.
just put 9 in the
player.
box until Tannehill beats you.
Say,
Bobby
I
Trees
dare you.
will.
There's no way Henry. There's no way Tannehill is going to beat you. I mean, you put 9 in the box. Say, all right, see what you got.
Yeah.
I mean, because they don't have receivers that scare you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bobby
so
Trees.
They don't have receivers that scare you. So
They have a tree that scares you.
We got Burks. Burks has started off solidly.
He's solid, yeah, but he's not.
I mean, he's
ready.
their future as
Yeah.
far as wide receivers go.
But
Yeah.
he's not. I mean, he's not scary. He's not an AJ Brown. I mean, so I just
he's raw. You know,
Yeah.
he needs some. He needs a lot
Needs
of
a
games.
quarterback.
Yeah,
he needs a quarterback.
that's for sure.
He looks like an NFL receiver though. His body
Yeah, he
and
does.
everything.
He
He
does.
looks solid.
I
out
think
there.
he will be pretty good one day, but
I wish it'd be
maybe
this
not
year.
this
I
year.
drafted him.
I'll go Titans. They're one of my teams, so I can't
So-
pick against them.
3-1 again.
Yeah.
I can't jump ahead of you picking the same teams as you.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing, ain't
They're,
it?
they're one of my dirty
I
boot.
didn't think about
They're
that.
one of my dirty boot teams. So
That is true. I've already forgotten who all my teams are.
Team thing. He said it all too. Dirty boot team thing.
Yeah, I had it written on my wrist.
did you forget them again?
Yeah, I know the lines and the Bills.
We need to put a little something on this.
I need a
next year to
sticker
get
right here
to-
on my helmet.
You do.
Bills, Vikings, Lions, Washington, Jets.
Just a lot of names to remember,
I,
Clay.
I have mine etched into my brain. I'm watching them every
we need A
Sunday.
little something on this next year to maybe Chance will remember it.
Yeah.
It'll be more
Do you remember yours?
invested. No.
Thank you. Nobody does but him and Kyle.
The only one I remember is a Colts, and I
know,
want to forget them.
Josh is watching Matt Ryan every week.
No.
Wait, this is the week. This is the week right here.
Is that the next game up on our
Yep,
radar?
Kansas City, the Colts. This should be a
Colts
blowout.
got to do something, huh?
No.
They got to be competitive at least. Surely they're not going to put a goose egg up like they did against Jacksonville last week.
This reminds me a lot of the Pittsburgh New England line. You looking at it
This
after
looks
watching,
easy.
and you're
Yeah.
like, God, how did the Chiefs not win by 6.5?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that's what the line is. You're thinking like, how did they not win by a touchdown?
Yeah, but we're talking about Patrick Mahomes or Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah,
Give me
but
Patrick
still.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Still.
I know, but
It's
this
a scary
this
line, in
game's-
my
This
opinion,
game,
but
I
get it.
wouldn't want to touch. It just feels.
Yeah, the
too-
5.5 line feels weird.
Yeah.
But straight up, give me the Chiefs. It's hard not to bet the Chiefs.
Oh, it's yeah. I mean,
Like I would if the line was like 10.5. I'd rather bet it than the 5.5. I know that sounds weird.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I would rather bet them minus
5.5 is a
10.5.
weird number.
Yeah,
It's a weird
especially
number.
whenever you think one team is so much better than the other.
Because that could be a field goal game for the Chiefs, and you don't cover.
I think y'all putting way too much into it. Kansas City is going to beat the crap.
I hope they do.
crap
I think
out
they
of the
do. I
Colts.
think they do.
This might be your week though, Josh. They might actually get you a win.
Kansas
Shock the
City's
world.
offense, to me, looks as good as they've looked.
Yep.
just
Yeah,
about.
they're
He's
legit.
spreading it all over the field.
Yep.
Their defense don't look bad this year. Man,
No.
they're tough.
Pittman. Let's see, I'm trying to see if Pittman's even playing.
So
this
I'm
week.
going Kansas
Is
City.
Pittman playing? That's a
I'm
big
going
question.
Kansas
He
City as
returned to
well.
practice today, but he was limited.
Mm.
So
he might not be 100%.
Yeah.
I'll be on a
But he
pitch count.
practiced on the Wednesday, so that's always a good
there's
sign.
there's no way they're winning without Pittman. I mean, he
Yeah.
has to play to have for them to have a
Pittman
chance.
is he's the real deal.
He's good. Man.
Snead will
Dude's
lock him
legit.
down. Give me Chiefs.
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 Yeah, we all got him. Oh, I hit a button.
What's next?
Everybody's got
Bills,
Buffalo.
Dolphins.
That's
don't
gonna be a
know.
good game, man.
Clay, go Miami so you can.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He's
I
gonna
would.
get a game.
I don't think Miami can win this,
No.
but I think it
Only
shows.
thing-
It shows something about them that the spread is 6 points.
I will say they will have an advantage if it's like 100 degrees because it's in Miami. Buffalo ain't felt that probably in a while now. in a couple weeks.
Well, I'm not jumping on the Tua bandwagon until I see it multiple games. One game where he done almost all of it in the fourth quarter in a crazy game. I mean, I got to see it.
I'm not jumping on. I'm not jumping on the Tua bandwagon. I'll be one of the last on that.
And thinking about the Bills, I know Josh always has at least 1 or 2 games where he kind of lays an egg.
Yeah.
And only throws for like 250.
Yeah.
And has a couple of touchdowns, only like 1 passing. And it's always against a division team, it feels like, too. And it's always like, I think he did against the Jets last year. He just crapped his pants.
Probably.
And he kind of like overlooked the game, This might be the week.
But it's a little early in the year.
He's so freaking crisp right now, man.
And the defense, too.
Yeah, they're playing out of their mind.
Yeah, the defense looks really good.
The fan in me doesn't see it coming out. Like, doesn't see it just stopping out all of a sudden, you know?
NFL's crazy, though.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Tyreek Hill.
They're all pros,
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill is a game changer.
And Jalen Waddle's right there with him.
Miami's the kind of team that can beat anybody because of the big play.
Yep, exactly. They can win any game they play in.
And they've got 2 of them.
And their defense is not bad.
Oh, no.
Miami's been like this the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've always been a tough team to beat, especially in Miami.
I mean, Brady and Belichick had trouble forever, in Miami, at Miami.
I kind of like the.
Might have anorexia.
I could see Miami covering the spread. I don't think Miami wins, though. That 6-point spread, I could see it being around that, being a close game. It's going to be fun. Probably one of the better games of the week.
It's going to be on the red zone a lot.
I will bet the Bills until they lose.
That's
honestly,
I'm going to bet the Bills even if they do lose.
Give me Buffalo.
Yep.
Buffalo.
Y'all know what I got.
All right. What's up?
Here's the game that might be the most interesting game of the whole weekend.
This might be Clay's game of the week.
This is Detroit versus Minnesota. This is going to be.
Yeah.
I think this is
there could be some fireworks.
Kirk Cousins get-right game. I think he has a better game. Justin Jefferson's going to have a monster game, I believe.
I hope so.
Cook will probably.
Why don't they get him going? I don't understand that.
Well, I think
got that new coach.
They have the opportunity to.
He wants to sling it around,
man.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. I hate that.
That's the NFL, though, man. All these young coaches that are getting these head jobs, they don't care about running the ball. They want to air it out everywhere.
Yeah.
But when you have
That's
Dalvin Cook, when you have Dalvin Cook, though,
after seeing some of the penalties called in the Saints Buccaneers game last week, it's going to be flag football in a couple of years. I mean, my gosh.
Well, I think a crazy thing though is Detroit is one of the highest scoring teams in the NFL.
Yeah,
because that week 1, us
35 week 1, and last week 30.
It was 30-something.
36 maybe. What about the Sun God, Chance?
Hey, I've been on him. Been on him was last
Amon
year.
Ra, he's about to break some type of record for.
I got him in 3 leagues.
Yeah.
So whenever he does good, my phone blows up.
What is it like? 100-yard games?
8 catch games. He's got 8 straight, maybe 8 catch games. It's him, Mike Thomas, and Antonio Brown. Pretty elite company.
Yeah,
if he does one more, he breaks the record.
He just gets open.
Yeah,
they're very creative in how they get him open.
Well, in Goff and him, they must have something going.
Yeah, they got a connection for sure. And like they put him in motion and all kinds of stuff a lot.
Ever since Goff got there, last year, towards the middle of the year, to the end, they had something going, and they kept it going this year.
That's kind of whenever he burst onto the scene. It was like middle of the year last year. They had a great end.
This is another game where I think you can look at the line and kind of see something about the teams. You look at that Miami line, only 6 points against a Buffalo team that looks unstoppable. Yeah, it's in Miami, but still. And now you see this Vikings line. The Lions are only +6. Like that shows that the league's kind of getting some respect for them.
Yes, they're getting some respect, like you said. They're a different team.
A Vikings team that week 1 looked like they might be the division favorite. Week 2, they look bad. So you never know what you're going to get with them. It's going to be it's a big game for both teams, honestly.
Yeah.
One of these teams is going to come out 2-1 unless we have a tie. But whoever wins this game, you probably start hearing some chatter that they might be the ones that could dethrone the Packers, especially if it's Minnesota.
And I hope it's my Lions because that's who I got picked.
So you going Lions?
I'm going Lions. I got to ride with them, man.
I'm going Vikings.
I think everybody
should
should
probably
go Vikings.
I don't want to go against Lions, but
Vikings.
Man, it feels hard. Yeah, give me Vikings. I might end up picking the Lions. I'm gonna pick them. We'll see.
I'm okay being the only guy picking them. That's fine.
All right, what's next?
Oh, she hit the net. That's a fault. Ravens Patriots.
Ooh,
in Foxborough.
At New England, yeah.
I'm going Ravens.
I'm going Ravens too, but
it feels like
old Bill. It feels like a trap.
Game. Yep.
I'm going Ravens. I just don't think.
I don't think
New
the
England's
Patriots.
offense
I don't
is
think they
good
got the
enough.
weapons.
I don't think the
Yeah.
Patriots are good enough to be the trap anymore.
Yeah.
Like they just don't feel like that.
They're not even.
They're not a
trap,
good team. No,
The trap. What's it?
I just
the
don't
trap
think
level
they're
anymore?
good.
I just don't think you can outscore. They can outscore Baltimore.
I remember we said here, which I know they're playing Mitch Trubisky, but I remember we sat here last week and said, no way the Patriots are going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you just, I don't know. I feel
But
like
the way that they did
the way
beat them,
Baltimore just lost last week, there's no way they bounce back and lose again.
Yeah.
After they
and the
blew
way
that
that
lead.
the way that the Patriots did beat Pittsburgh is the way that you would expect. 17-14.
But I can see that against a Baltimore team. I can see
not this
Belichick
year.
having some kind of scheme.
They can't put the offense up, though. I don't think.
Well, they don't have. And that's the type of games I'm saying. I can see them being in a dogfight.
I don't know if Lamar's going to get
17 games.
I don't know if Lamar's doing that this year.
You can't stop Lamar for under 20 points.
And last week when he started getting the legs out there going, 79-yard rush and touchdown. His pass game looks better than ever.
Yeah, I will say he looks better at passing than he ever has in his career.
Yep. He did wear an arm sleeve today in practice. There's a slight concern of something about that.
And he did
Throw an
not.
arm?
Yeah, he did not throw in the media
it
portion that was open
he hit,
to him.
He hit a guy when he was throwing last week. His arm hit a
I think it's
shoulder
just that
pad or
he's
something.
never thrown this much in his
That's
career.
I
It's
said
sore.
that earlier.
It's sore because
exactly what
he's
I
used to
said.
running the ball.
I said he's not used to throwing as much.
They're trying to cool him down.
After Trey Lance went down running, they're going to be nervous about running them right now. That's why Josh Allen don't need to run until about December.
That's when they do it with
Yep.
them. They don't call design runs until later in the season.
Who we got? I got Baltimore.
Yeah,
I got Baltimore.
easily.
Baltimore, yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me to ever.
I just
pick
don't
against
think it's gonna be
Baltimore.
as big of a win as people think it's going to be.
Well, it's a
A
2.5
win
spread.
in the NFL.
Yeah,
2.5
but
points.
The common fan looks at it as like, oh man,
This is
Baltimore's
blowout.
going to destroy
Yeah.
them. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Vegas knows though. Vegas
I
knows.
100% agree with that. They a lot smarter than we are.
Foxborough,
Yep.
that still has an impact. I don't think
Exactly.
I just don't think it's a major impact anymore. Patriots, we're seeing the beginning of the end. Feels like it. We've said it before,
I
but
would
it feels
have to
like
agree.
it. It feels
I'd
like
have to
it.
agree.
All right, what's next?
Bengals Jets.
My guy, Joe Burrow.
I feel like
I might put my life savings on this man this weekend.
the Jets.
They
Jets
can't go 0-3. They can't
Yeah,
go 0-3.
I mean the Jets won their Super Bowl last week, just winning a ball game.
Yeah.
Hey, give me the Jets.
Seriously?
It just feels like a good game to pick and to pick them and be like, this is how I gain a win on somebody.
Everybody's picked in one way.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
the
He wants to be
opposite.
able to say the 0-3 Bengals next week.
And the
Telling you,
2-1
man, it's just-
Jets.
they don't look good, man.
They
don't.
haven't played good.
And yet again, me and Josh have been on that for a while now. It's alarming how they've looked.
Yeah.
It's alarming. And Flacco did not look bad last week. Yes, it
Flacco's
was
like
the Browns.
Third in the NFL in passing.
Yeah.
So here's my
Did y'all see
question.
that top three? The top three passing yards leaders: Tua, Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
That's who you think.
So what if the Jets happen to be like 3-1 and Garrett
Zach
Wilson.
Is able to come back?
Speaking
Do
of
they
Garrett
put
Wilson,
him
though.
in and does he take over Joe Flacco if he's
No.
got a winning record? I don't see how you could take.
I
Joe
think
Flacco the
you
way
got to
he's
go
playing
rock.
right
You got to
now.
rock with Wilson though. You got to.
You got to put Wilson in.
The only thing about
If
that is
Flacco
though, that
can
is
do it, Wilson can do it. Is how I
two
look at it.
completely different styles though. When you,
Yep.
I mean, Wilson's going to be completely different than Flacco is.
He's not going to
Offensive
be
play
a
calling.
standing tree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
He'll
gonna
be able to evade a pocket.
Yeah, it'll be a lot different.
He ain't as mobile as people think he is, in my
No.
opinion.
No, he's
but
not.
he will be able to.
He's a gunslinger, but he can run it.
That's
Yes.
that'll be.
He's a lot like Joe Burrow.
You
I
think
was going to say
and
that or Mahomes.
He's got
Yeah.
sneaky athletic ability.
athletic ability. Yeah.
like
and it's-
Mahomes, who might break a 30-yard run and you not expect it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
It'll
it's
be the
Joe-
slowest one you've ever
The
seen.
pressure will be on if they're 3-1 and
Yes.
Zach Wilson
Yeah.
comes in though, because
The
he
pressure
knows
will be on if the Bengals are 0-3.
if I don't know if the pressure is on because it's still Cincinnati. You got your fan base ain't like
it's Cincinnati.
Your fan base ain't used to winning all the time.
Here's the Bengals schedule.
It's not like it's a do or die for them. They're just happy
next
to
week
be relevant.
Thursday night.
Do or die
next
to
week
me.
Thursday night
for their season.
Yeah.
It is. But what I'm saying is, it's not going to be the world's falling over at Cincinnati because there's not a freaking true fan base up there.
Yeah. Next week Thursday night football against Miami.
Loss.
That's tough.
At Miami?
No, at Cincinnati.
Okay.
Then the next week Sunday night football in Baltimore, and then the next week in New Orleans.
They could be 0-6 when they come to New Orleans.
What's the next few games for the Jets?
Let's see.
It should be easy. I mean, they had one of the easiest.
Steelers.
They could win that.
They could win that. It's in Pittsburgh still, but Flacco's been there before. Then the Dolphins, Packers, Broncos. Those are kind of tough. And that's when Wilson would be coming back.
And is Joe Flacco playing out of his mind because he don't like Zach Wilson and trying to keep him out?
I think
Flacco just is playing good shockingly to everybody. Because I don't think Flacco wanted to even start.
Well, and
I don't think Flacco wanted to play football when he went to the Jets.
You got
just want that check?
Yeah.
You got 2 weeks of film now too.
Well, I think
it's amazing what them coaches do when they get some film out there on them.
But they have a sneaky good wide receiver core.
That's what I was about to say.
They really do.
If you're looking, if you're a Jets fan, you're not looking at, Flacco's out here winning us games. You're looking at,
oh my
Breece
God,
Hall looks
we got
good.
talent around us.
Corey Davis is resurrected. It looks
Garrett
like
Wilson
Garrett
looks like
Wilson's
the number
living
one
to the
wide
hype.
receiver.
Elijah Moore doesn't have everybody looking at him right now,
Yes.
so he's gonna be even better.
And Uzama's been banged up.
Tyler Conklin's playing well. You got and Michael Carter's not a bad back either. O-line hasn't been horrible.
Yeah.
You know, there's been a lot of positives for the Jets in my opinion.
This is not the Jets' year. We're talking a couple of years down the road.
No.
So you get him in there, get him some reps, and then 2
Exactly.
years from now, you
Let him
might
build
be
this
talking
chemistry.
about this team like able to do something.
Yeah, if you're the Jets and you go 2-2 with Flacco, you see the positives from everyone else. You throw Wilson into that, you feel pretty good. You feel honestly we could sneak into a wild card.
Yep.
If
Well,
Wilson is what you think Wilson is.
They really liked him, before he got hurt.
Yeah. And he didn't play terrible last year.
Mm-mm.
He probably played better than Touchdown Jesus.
And they were just always out of games.
Yeah.
And that hurt.
Yeah.
There's always out of ball games.
And
that ain't necessarily his fault per se.
Now their defense,
but that's gonna be the question marks.
They gave up like 38 to the Browns.
They should have some money to spend this offseason though. So
who'd they play week 1? It was a close one, I think.
Redskins.
Commanders. You're gonna get sued.
Yeah, probably.
Do you remember?
If we get sued, that's good for the pod.
Do you remember when the Rays changed from the
Yeah,
Devil
you had
Rays?
to pay $1 to the Devil Ray fundraisers
Yes,
or something
I
like
think about that way too much.
I do too.
Ooh, that's enough Jets talk.
Yeah.
Hey, Jets.
They're an interesting
Jets,
team,
Jets,
though.
Jets.
When the Jets are decent, football's better.
Now to your team.
Who's up next?
The Eagles in Washington.
This is gonna be an interesting one.
Is Washington gonna have a starting D line they can put out there? I mean, they're every day I get a notification.
I think Washington is bad enough to beat a good team. You know what I'm saying? They're bad enough for somebody to be like, "Oh, they freaking suck," but they're sneaky good whenever they could put together a game.
They got some dudes out there.
You know?
Well, Wentz throwing it.
They have
40, 50 times a game. He's gonna hit half of those.
Carson Wentz revenge game. Carson Wentz revenge game right here, baby.
They got
He's gonna take them down.
Three
in
starting
Washington.
D line out.
Yeah, let's do it. I got the Eagles picked though, but
does the Eagles have a little letdown after that
big
game
emotional Monday night game? Short week.
And honestly, 2 emotional wins.
Yeah,
that Detroit game was an emotional victory because they about blew it. You know,
it's at Washington.
Yeah,
I'm going Washington.
And the Snyder Dome.
What?
The Snyder Dome.
Ain't no dome.
Well, I know, but still, could say bowl.
Washington though beat the Jags. They had control over that game the whole time, and then last week in Detroit made a furious comeback after Josh jinxed our Lions.
Yeah, he did.
Said, "Look at them Lions."
Still won.
Yeah, we did. Thank God.
I mean, you could honestly say the Commanders could be 2-0. You could say they could be 0-2. Both those games could have gone either way at the end. Eagles.
And you can say Eagles haven't put together a full game yet.
That's also very true.
Offensively,
Yeah, they've put up 2 games where they got enough ahead to where.
But it's still the fact that I bet he's going vanilla in the second half.
Yeah,
I bet he is.
Taking the foot off the
It's
gas.
early in the season. They're like, okay, we got a 3-touchdown lead. Let's not show everything.
Yeah.
They don't want to get hurt.
Yeah. So I like I said, I didn't watch Monday night's game, but I bet that's what it is.
The only thing though, it's the NFL, man. You crack the door open for those guys. It don't matter if they're a Jaguar
But
or
if you
whoever.
trust your defense and your defense,
that's what Miami did.
if your defense is good enough, that's what you can do.
Yeah. And
Their
I
defense is
think
good
this
enough, it looks
week,
like.
I think this week you see a full game. I think
They
it
need
stays kind of close.
They need a big time statement.
One of the bets I almost went with was under 47 in this game. I could see both defenses kind of standing strong and it being like a 20-20 game, something around there.
And the offenses just stall out a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, to me, what impressed me about the Eagles more than their offense was the way their defense played.
Yeah.
Their defense looked good
against
a good offense.
They're solid all around. Mm-hmm. Good D-line. They've got depth at D-line. I mean, you got Jordan Davis and Milton Williams.
Look at the stats and
all of them, they're rotating
If you contain Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook, you're pretty freaking good defense.
Yeah.
You can contain one. You can pick one to stop. They stopped both.
I mean, week 1, you got a James Bradbury pick 6. Week 2, you got 2 picks from Big Play Slay. I mean,
is
cornerbacks
Adam Thielen, he just caught up with him?
Who?
Adam Thielen.
He's no longer more quick than fast.
Man,
I also think it's just Justin Jefferson's there. So
he does, but he just doesn't look like he has the quickness.
Jefferson's
like
a target whore. Everybody knows that, man. He's
As
always
he
going to
should
be
be.
open. Yeah, absolutely.
I just think Thielen's at the end of his career.
And O'Connell's coming from a place where he doesn't like using 2 receivers, but he's using reverse logic. He's not doing full McVay and Stafford. He's doing it the other way, the right way.
When Thielen was hurt so much through his career, I'm sure he don't.
Dude, I still remember
like
when he freaking. I think he landed. I'm pretty sure and like slid into either the upright or like a wall at the back of Minnesota Stadium. I thought he broke his neck and died.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that? I can't remember what he slid into.
He's
been banged up.
Injuries.
So, for sure.
I think age and that has just caught up with him.
He got the arthritis, I'm sure.
But I tell you what, there was a time when he was.
Oh God,
him and Diggs. Oh my God.
I mean, Diggs was the 2.
Diggs was the second fiddle.
Diggs wasn't 1 until he went to Buffalo.
And they had Kyle Rudolph going off every week too.
Yeah, and AP.
Yeah.
I'm going Eagles.
Yeah,
I'm going Eagles.
But something interesting just about that, Jefferson is Cup, Thielen is Woods. Honestly, it's hard not to look at those offenses and see the influence with how much Jefferson's went up in targets and everything. It's easy to see.
Dalvin Cook is Darrell Henderson.
Yeah, / Cam Akers. Yeah. It's pretty easy to see the influence.
That's a good point, Clay.
Fly Eagles fly.
Yeah, give me my Eagles, baby.
Saints versus Panthers.
What you got?
Saints.
Woo!
Washington. Eagles.
Saints Panthers.
Must win for the Saints.
Yeah.
Must win for both. Really?
Matt Rule gets fired
Matt
if they
Rule's
lose.
fire game here if he loses.
Baker versus Winston.
My prediction comes true.
Yeah. Clay's credibility's on the line. I'll say that.
Clay needs an offensive shootout this week.
One bad.
I looked good last week with Lamar versus Mike McDaniel.
You did. Clay needs 350 yards passing from both of these.
Baker better really step up too.
Yeah. Hey, I'll die on the throne. Baker has not been the problem. I'll say it. Man. When you pull up the ESPN thing, I don't love going to the stat leaders and seeing Taysom Hill for rushing yards. Don't love that.
Is AK okay?
I wish they'd run him a little more.
But still, you don't want to see him as your rushing leader in week 3.
Well, no, that's because of an injury.
It is.
I mean, but
it also shows you the ineffectiveness of Ingram so far.
Also, it helps too. You got to
Screw Ingram.
31.
He is. But
Screw Ingram. Give Tony Jones the ball.
Thank you.
It shows
Give
us
Tony
how,
and Dwayne the ball.
But before this year, we still thought Ingram could be that Thunder.
And we did. We lied to ourselves.
You would think if I told you before the season, Kamara missed a game, and the other game he was banged up, and Mark Ingram don't have 100 rushing yards in 2 games, you'd feel a little concerned.
I never like if Kamara goes
He's
down.
been anti the offensive line the whole time, so he wouldn't think that, but everybody else probably would.
Mark Ingram, 80 yards through 2 games. 1 is the lead back. That's not great.
That's why I'm saying run Taysom some. He at least brings you.
And I don't hate that.
Especially
I
mean, game where Kamara was out.
Yeah. And you're in
a
Washington
done.
You're in a dogfight 3-3.
I like all of our running backs.
Washington ran good.
I like Washington and Jones.
Been a good solid back for us for
3 or 4 years.
However long he's been there. Yeah, 4 years.
Ingram's good for about 8 or 10 rushes, and he gets in there and thumps them, and
then fumbles.
That's it.
And hey, that was a heck of a play by the defender. I mean, he punched that thing out perfectly. But
yeah, that was a ball game though.
But it changed all of the. But I don't. I mean, I think Taysom, and I hope they do it some more. Run him some until they stop it. He's averaging like 6 yards a carry this year.
Yeah.
I mean, until you stop that, I don't care if everybody does know he's going to run it behind the right side, behind Ramczyk. He runs it right side every time.
And I don't hate it necessarily right now with the situation we're in.
No, I mean,
but if Kamara is out there and he's healthy, I don't want to see Taysom getting more than 2 carries.
I hope he don't even play this week. I want him healthy. Like, I don't want to. Don't bring
we
him
should win this game without Kamara.
If we can't beat Carolina without Kamara, we got lots of issues.
Baker, baby, Baker.
Yeah. Yeah. If Matt Rule's sleeping tonight, going, my job's on the line, and
he's done got the boxes out.
It ain't Baker. It should be McCaffrey's what they should be doing. Get the ball to McCaffrey as much as you can.
Who ain't really had that game yet.
No, he hasn't. Well, don't worry. He'll
have it this
game. Yeah.
So everybody got the Saints?
Saints.
Yep.
Clay wants a tie. Moving on.
A shootout for a tie.
41-42 Saints.
350 for one quarterback and 360 for the other.
I want Baker to have a Tua game. Give me 460 and 6 touchdowns.
If that happens, we won't hear the end of it.
God knows.
I'm not showing up Sunday.
I won't even jump on that.
I think we're pretty safe.
Yeah.
If the Panthers win this game and they score more than 20 points, there's going to be a problem on this podcast.
Just because it's going over the 20 mark.
Yeah, that's all they need right now. I mean,
the bar's low.
Hey, that'd mean the Saints didn't put up 20. So.
Oh God!
All right, we got Jacksonville versus
Give me the
Chargers.
Saints. Let me make sure that's clear.
Jacksonville versus the Chargers. They say Justin Herbert is day to day right now. He practiced.
Yeah.
Something funny. Rayleigh said you cannot break cartilage.
Yeah.
So
Rayleigh said, "Screw you, NFL doctors. I'm smarter. We do it better at Grambling."
Rayleigh said, "Come to Green Clinic real quick. We'll hook you up." He'll diagnose that as a bruise or a tear, but you cannot break cartilage, which I guess does make sense.
Speaking of Ray, he gets sidelined on Grambling games, right?
Pretty sure.
Grambling plays at LSU next year. I wonder if he's gonna get that sideline.
He might.
I meant to text that in the
wonder
group.
if he goes to a away game.
I wondered that too.
I bet he does.
I bet he
will for that.
I bet he begs for that one. Hey guys, I'll come for free for this one.
I really feel like I need to be there. We might get banged up.
Yeah, they might.
Is he getting paid for that?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, their office does. I mean, I'm assuming now
it's a
that's
contract.
How it works. Yeah,
He might not be. Somebody's getting paid for it.
Somebody. Ballard. Yeah.
So Chargers big, we think. If Herbert's healthy.
This was almost one of my bets. Was that Chargers -7?
Yeah,
that feels safe.
It feels safe.
Chargers D is.
That's something I'm not going to bet until Sunday morning, but still.
It's at Los Angeles too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
well, they don't.
Jacksonville
they don't have
flying.
fans.
Jacksonville literally flying across the country.
That's where I was going with, which I guess either way.
What's the kickoff?
3:05.
Okay, so it's normal.
It's a normal.
Yeah, it doesn't affect the flight don't affect affect times unless you go from west to east and play at noon. That's the only time where the time really hurts people.
Yeah,
because if you go west, you're gonna be fine regardless if you're an East Coast team.
Yeah.
But still, that's a long flight, man. That's a long way from
is.
home. Hotel rooms, you're gonna be jet lagged no matter.
They
how
might be
early
leaving
you get
tomorrow.
There. That's what they used to do. Like John Harbaugh used to do that all the time.
Sean Payton always did that when they went over there. He'd leave way early.
You got to let them,
just get acclimated.
Yeah.
And generally, you play twice over there, so. I don't know.
Do they do that where they back it up?
They generally do. So you can just stay out there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Give me the Chargers.
Chargers. especially after the last week's loss. They're going to bounce back.
Clay?
They play in Philadelphia next week.
At Philly?
What the crap?
What the crap? Go completely to
Yeah.
West Coast to
They're
East.
racking up their airline miles.
They might not go home.
So Clay, you rolling with the Jags too?
Oh, God, no. Screw touchdown Jesus. Give me the Chargers.
Touchdown
Screw
Jesus.
him, he said.
Next up, we got the Rams versus the Cardinals. I refuse to believe the Cardinals are good.
Yeah.
Yes, they came back and beat the Raiders, who I'm, of course, been high on for a while, but I'll never believe it.
I don't think the Raiders are that good either, though.
I've lost faith in the Raiders already.
Yeah. What about that AFC West?
Yeah.
Went from being really good
Two playoff teams that look really good.
Yeah.
So.
I told y'all, man, Broncos suck.
I think
y'all said the Raiders were good. So.
We did.
I
At
think
least
if
the
you
Broncos
like
have a win.
If you like offense, you like this game because I expect it to be
Yeah.
probably a lot of.
I'm not off the Raiders wagon yet, but I'm holding on.
Yeah. I find it hard to believe the Rams lose this game.
Yeah.
I do too. That's why I got the Rams.
Just throw it to Cooper Kupp every time and you're good.
Rams.
Or Allen Robinson.
Rams.
Atlanta versus Seattle.
Give me the Rams, yeah.
Atlanta
versus Seattle.
Another cross-country
What a
game.
game.
Atlanta's flying all the way to Seattle.
Maybe the worst
Speaking
game
of
the
one
week.
that will not be on the red zone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's
Get
when they'll have
Kyle
3 games
Pitts
to
the ball.
compete against.
Can I say that? Get
Yes.
Kyle Pitts the ball.
I got Atlanta. Give me Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Mariota's in Oregon. Or Washington.
Washington.
He's in the Northwest.
Hey, and Atlanta's played tough for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Drake London looks legit.
He looks
He's
legit.
legit.
They might be trying to tank, but the players are sure not letting them try.
Well, they're not winning.
Yeah,
but
they're not.
looking-
But I mean, they're
playing hard.
giving it all.
Their draft picks have looked good.
Yeah.
So that's always good. And Cordero Patterson kind of came back to earth last week. But
yeah, we knew that was coming.
Well,
we
he
said
split-
that last
he
year,
split
Sue.
He's up for
carries,
trade on auction.
split
He
carries
actually split last
10
week.
to 10 with
Aguilar.
Algier,
Yeah, he's there now.
which he's their future. So
Yeah.
Cordell's not their future.
Well,
He's
why
too
haven't
old.
they gotten Cordell involved with the pass game?
They did week 1.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
What did he have? He didn't have his.
He had a few.
He didn't do what
wasn't
he
a
did
lot.
last
I
year.
think they split in carries and passes just about. I think
They're probably waiting until Algier gets a little bit more comfortable. Because remember last year they had Mike Davis too.
Yeah.
So they were allowed to kind of throw Patterson out there. So,
yeah, Algier's going to get more and more through the year.
yeah, just give them time.
Yeah. Last week, Patterson had 0 catches.
Yeah,
Algier had
It
zero
makes no
as well.
sense when you have a guy that used to be a wide receiver.
Yes.
Exactly.
How are you not throwing the ball?
Neither of
to
the
him?
running backs had catches.
What about week 1?
Week 1, Patterson had 3 catches for 16 yards.
There's a
That's
reason why he
nothing.
went to running back. 'Cause
Exactly.
it's
That's what I was
not
about to
like
say.
He
He
was
wasn't a
catching
good
a lot
one,
of
yeah.
balls, that receiver.
Yeah, but
He don't
why
like to
is
catch
why
balls.
is
was
Kyle
just an
Pitts not
athlete.
getting the ball through to him? That's the bigger question.
I need that to happen
The-
for my fantasy team.
Probably their best player, and he's not even getting the ball through to him.
I mean, maybe they think he's suspended. Ty did, but
Is he? I mean, I'm assuming he's still running routes like he did last year. Last
yeah,
year, he
but
ran routes.
something stupid that Arthur Smith said after the game. He said people were asking like, why does he only have 2 catches for 19 yards in back weeks or whatever? And he's like, we're trying to win ball games, not win fantasy games.
Yeah, he was 219 both weeks.
Yes,
2 for 19 yards. That's crazy.
But he's getting used as a blocker. Line the dude up at wide receiver and throwing the ball. How about that? He's a freak. There's probably nothing like him in the NFL right now. Besides maybe like a Darren Waller, but he's like 10 years younger.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
And not a former drug addict.
And are they really
Yeah.
trying to win ball games? They don't want to win
No,
ball games.
but-
they don't want to win ball games. They want that number 1 pick.
Yeah.
But at least try to use your
You
young
still want
weapons.
your guys to look good.
Yeah, because
like your actual guys.
If you finish this year and Pitts is 700 yards, I mean, do you feel good about that in the future?
No.
His third year of his deal next year, like he's getting close to that time where you're starting to have to make decisions on the future.
Well, you're using him and London, 2 big guys out
Yeah.
there. Man,
They should be the offense.
Yes.
Screw Cordero Patterson. They should be the offense. Give me the Atlanta. Mariota revenge game, Northwest.
I'm taking the home team. I'm gonna take Seattle.
It is a hard place to play.
Next up, the final game in the 3:00 slate: the Packers versus the Buccaneers. Kind of a toss-up game in my
This
opinion.
has got to be the Fox game of the week, huh?
I'm sure
It's the 3:30 game.
I'm going to go with the best defense
they're all
here, and I'm going with
oh,
Tampa
there's
Bay.
1-305.
Yeah, it's the Fox game. Oh, that Falcons-Seahawks spread was even. Huh.
Yeah.
That's
pick 'em.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah.
You don't want to bet that one.
Neither one of them want to win.
Neither one of them want to win.
And Seahawks
This
already
game
accidentally
might
have.
end in a tie.
Now, the Seahawks won their one game they wanted to win.
That's the one they cared about. They don't
Have y'all
care about
seen
the other 16.
the backlash that people are giving Russ? Like Sherman and people and Doug Baldwin?
Sherman gave
People,
him.
like, hate him.
He makes it all about himself. If Sherman hates him, that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Well, because Sherman always wants to be about him.
Sherman hates everyone.
But Sherman backed his guys, though.
Yeah.
He would back his guys.
Sherman would, yeah.
But it's like there's a lot of hate coming.
Screw Russell Wilson. Screw him.
The truth's coming out.
Yeah. Like,
Future got a diss track coming.
all right. So Packers-Bucks.
Packers.
I feel like this
Tampa
game
Bay.
happens every year.
It happened in the playoffs. That's why you think that.
Did it?
A couple years ago. 2 years ago.
2 years ago when Tampa won it.
Oh, okay.
Yep, because they decided to kick a field goal instead of going for it.
Yeah.
The Packers did, and Aaron Rodgers is still pissed
And then the
off about
Cowboys
it.
did that last year.
And then to show him.
No, the Cowboys didn't
show
run enough time
Aaron,
or
they
something.
got rid of Devontae Adams.
Yeah. This is a interesting game.
You know, this should be a bigger game. I mean, you got two of the greatest quarteither to ever play, and you just don't
But neither
feel
look-
like that.
yeah,
big
it
of a
doesn't feel like
game.
Depleted
because-
wide receiver courts for both of them.
I was just about to say they don't have the weapons to throw it to them.
You have two of the best quarterbacks to ever play, but when you look at this game, you think, oh, these running backs are about to feast this week.
Defense
Like,
and running
honestly,
the ball, yeah.
And who would ever think you would say that about an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady team?
Well, 2 weeks in, I believe it. I believe why we're saying it because you've seen Tom just not be Tom yet, but we know that it's going to come.
It's coming.
And Rodgers, he just ain't got nobody, man. They didn't give him nobody.
It's amazing they didn't go at least draft somebody.
I don't know why he would still want to be a
Unreal.
part of that
Well,
organization.
they got Watson round 2, I think, right?
It was early in round 2 as well, I think.
Because they kind of reached up because so many went round 1.
Because everybody was going 1. I mean, golly,
But
it's
still,
amazing.
Still, man.
Well, I think
He's thrown to 1 first-round pick.
Fournette feasting this
Mercedes
game.
Lewis.
I wouldn't be shocked. It's in
And-
Tampa.
Oh, and now he's got Sammy Watkins. Never mind.
Yeah.
Don't put Sammy in that category.
Give me Tampa.
I'm
Pretty.
going Tampa.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
All right, we're split.
First time, I think, too.
What's up?
Then the Sunday night football game, I think we'll all pick this one the same. 49ers versus the Broncos at Mile High Stadium.
Very interesting game, though.
Who are you picking, Chance?
Niners.
Give me
I'm going
Broncos
Niners.
country.
You just said, you're taking the under in the
Taking
game.
the
That's
under.
what you're
Yeah.
taking.
It's in the under.
Screw Jimmy G.
Screw Russ.
I just think right now 49ers are a better team.
They look like a better team right
Denver
now.
just don't look like everybody thought they were going to look.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they got a coach.
People were
they
really
got a
high on
coach
this
that's
Packers
not a.
guy.
Yeah, the coach.
He came from the Packers,
I think
right?
You're right. A lot of it is the
A lot of
coaching.
it's the coaching.
Rodgers was pissed when he left.
Yeah, that's weird. It's really weird.
Well, it's different when you don't have all the
Yeah,
responsibilities
that's
compared
true.
to
Yeah,
just
that's true.
It's different
focusing
running
on
the
when
show.
Rodgers and
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'll go Broncos though. They're healthy. Judy's like their only question mark. I think Patrick Surtain had an injury as well, but I don't think either are.
I feel
bad
like
this
the
week.
49ers are going to win this because they were talking about this Monday too. The locker room is happy with Jimmy G being the starting quarterback.
They might be happy, but
So,
they're also probably without Kittle, Elijah Mitchell, Ty Davis Price.
Losing a running back don't matter.
You're
for them.
switching to Jimmy G. Yeah, he's been there before, but still, I mean, at some point, some of these injuries are going to catch up with him. Broncos aren't a bad team.
Debo has a monster game.
He might, especially if Surtain ain't there. I don't know. Give me Broncos. Russ on Sunday Night Football. Give me him on primetime over Jimmy G.
That's true. He will enjoy having all the cameras on him.
Yeah.
And all of them talking about him. I forgot about that aspect.
Would
Hope
you
he
rather
gets
have
beat
Russell
by
Wilson
40.
or Jimmy G with all the cameras on?
I want San Fran's running game over Russell Wilson. That's
Jeff
what I want.
Wilson over Russell Wilson.
Give it to me. Give me Debo.
Give me Debo and San
Great
Francisco
defense.
playing defense.
That's all I want to know.
All right. Give me Denver.
Payne's you pick.
Give me Denver. As much as you've talked about Jimmy G, it better be Niners.
I know, but it's the home field aspect I'm looking at.
No, it's
in
at
this game.
night. The atmosphere won't be that
But it's
bad.
the breathing.
It's all the
Yeah, but
go San Fran. But
you can breathe easier at night.
So is Judy looking like he's playing?
I don't even know, honestly.
What was his injury? Because I got him on a fantasy team.
Questionable.
That's a good injury.
That's all I know.
That's every week.
He pulled that questionable.
Yeah, that's literally all I knew.
That's one they don't know either.
He went out like at the beginning of the game, didn't he?
Yeah, but Sutton's feasting.
Yeah.
The run game's working for both. Judy, let me see. Here's the injury report. Surtain is questionable. Denver. Surtain did not practice today with shoulder. Judy did not practice today with ribs. Also, KJ Hamler has not came back yet. He's limited today. So that's their third wide receiver that hasn't played this year.
They did receive positive news, though, regarding the rib issue.
Yeah, I think both will play.
So they wasn't broke. That's probably what that means.
That's probably what that means.
I think both of them will play.
He got some broke cartilage.
Yeah. While for San Fran, you've got Kittle, Kittle was limited today, but I honestly would be shocked if he came back. And if he does come back, going back first game at Mile High, probably not great. Talking about something that will be hurting him. And if he does play, it would be snap count, I'm sure, anyway. And it's not like Jimmy G got him the ball last year, regardless. Yeah, give me Denver. I might bet the what's the spread? 1.5 for Niners.
Yep, -1.5.
Yeah, I think Denver wins this. All right, what's next?
The
Giants, Cowboys.
Monday night game.
What a night that's going to be.
Braves will be playing.
I might text Kyle. And
I'll
say,
be watching the Braves.
I might text Kyle and be like, let's do the home team early. We usually try to wait for halftime. I might just say let's just start whenever.
Yeah. Where's it at? New York?
Yeah, I'm going to go Giants, go 3-0.
No way.
I'm going Cowboys.
No way.
Cooper Rush,
that right there
baby.
changed my mind.
Cooper Rush.
I got the Giants.
3-0.
Brian Dable.
3-0.
If they go 3-0.
3-0.
If they go 3-0, it's going to be something crazy.
The Giants are a fluke. Give me the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
3-0.
Cooper Rush is a fluke.
Yeah.
I just think the
he
Cowboys
is.
defense is going to take over in this game.
Michael Parsons will force a fumble on Daniel Jones.
Well, Michael Parsons will be in the backfield a lot.
Daniel Jones will throw an interception for a touchdown.
Probably.
I don't think he's thrown a pick this year.
Yeah, but he's a turnover machine. He's got to get him out sometime.
I can see a fumble happening.
It's amazing, though, what a coach can do to a quarterback, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you got Barkley healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, Daniel's not having to rely on just nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got somebody actually turn to give.
What are you doing, Chance?
I thought I turned the mic off.
But I feel like if you shut down Barkley, you beat them pretty easy.
Yeah.
Hey, the Patriots made a trade to the Raiders.
Yeah, they traded a backup O-tackle.
That's a Belichick trade.
That shows you what the
I'm
Raiders feel
changing my
about.
pick. I'm going Patriots.
They got a 6th-round pick for it.
That shows you what the Raiders feel about their O-line right now.
Yeah.
McDaniel said, "Hey, I just coached this guy last year. Let's try him.
I like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the boys. We them boys.
Split again?
Yeah.
Yep. I was at the convenience store the Monday after the opening weekend when the Cowboys lost to Tampa Bay. And the guy had a Cowboys hat on. The other guy goes, "How's it going?" He goes, "Well, not great." He said, "After watching them boys last night," he said, "they look terrible." Going on and on and on. Other guy goes, "Well, there's a reason why they call them the boys."
Playing with men.
It's like playing against men out there.
All right. So I think I might not miss a game this week. I feel.
Oh, you feel that good?
I think
wow.
I just
should
picked
bet
all
them
of them perfectly.
Bet them all then.
You're acting like I won't.
Wow.
Parlay it.
Put your money
Not
where
a
your
parlay.
mouth
It ain't
is.
gonna hit, but
Well,
it's just,
it was
just realistic. It ain't
if
gonna
they
hit.
win them all.
No, I mean I probably will, but yeah.
That's confidence.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I ain't got nothing,
I
man.
got nothing else. President's Cups this weekend. I mean, it's gonna be a blowout, but it's golf.
Go U.S.
And it's for U.S. So I mean, and it'll be crazy, and crowds will go wild, and it'll be nuts.
Braves got a big series with the Phillies coming up.
So when's that Live Tour supposed to do the Monday night thing?
That's not Liv. That's Tiger and Rory doing that.
Oh, really?
They got their own thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're going to do
Like the Top Golf type thing?
2024. they're going to do in arenas, indoor arenas. They're going to have Monday night golfing events.
That's cool.
It's going to be on screens.
I was thinking it was the Live Tour.
No,
when is that going to be? Is that going to be like fall or?
Yeah, well,
that'd be a bad idea.
It's going to be
You
summer
can't
stuff.
compete with Monday Night
Summers,
Football.
that'd be perfect for summers.
Absolutely, a little bit. Yeah. I'll watch.
Yeah,
for sure. What else is watch on Monday night during the summer?
We saw what we did this past summer.
Yeah,
with our content. So
that's for
yeah,
sure.
Great episode, guys.
Yep.
I'm excited to watch some football.
Yeah, absolutely. Football and golf. It's my weekend. I'm ready.
Yeah, indeed.
That's all I'm going to do.
NBA season in less than a month.
I'm ready for that.
I'm ready to find out more about this Uduko guy.
Yeah, we got to find out more on this. Right.
Yeah. He must have done something bad.
And then not to say it.
He did something bad.
Yeah, he's done real
And apparently the Lakers were calling up the Pacers for Hield or Turner, but they won't give up 2 first-round picks. Not extremely newsworthy yet. You don't know what's going back in that. Westbrook's been rumored there for a while.
Hield.
Buddy Hield. Yeah, get some shooting. They ain't got none. So.
Got to surround LeBron.
He's been rumored as a Laker forever.
I like that. Yeah. No, I like that.
Yep.
I wouldn't like Turner.
October 18th. Yeah, he don't fit with AD.
He don't fit with AD at all.
Yeah. October 18th, Warriors-Lakers. Opening night, ring night.
Hey.
Can't wait. I'm going to be loaded of sports. I'm going to be loaded.
Yeah, you
Can't
are.
wait. Can't wait.
Yep,
Braves
babe.
to be in the playoffs still.
Freaking right we will be.
Playing the Dodgers probably.
Yep, in the divisional series.
Yeah, October is going to be a fun
Can't
month
wait
for sports.
Can't wait.
We're going to have to add a MLB playoff show, I think.
Yeah, and I'm
we
doing a Warriors show once a week.
And like us, Bill, and Josh, Kyle, probably.
There's no denying it.
We're going to have to do something like that.
Yeah, better when playoffs start.
We're going to have to because there's going to be a lot, man.
And crap, y'all can do a Pelicans show too.
Hey,
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to be in on the Pelicans this year. Since
I'll be doing a Warriors show, and my plan is to hit up some of the guys I interact with on Twitter and try to get them to zoom in.
That'd be cool.
And then they're all from the Bay Area.
Yeah,
too.
well, there's one guy I interact with from England. He's a big Warriors fan. I don't know why.
Because I didn't know England was all NBA, but I guess so.
He stays up for
Well,
him.
we definitely need to get him
He
on.
better.
We'll get that England crowd in with our.
What time is it there? Like their time? Like
it's like 4 a.m. or something. I think.
God.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Dedication.
That is diehard.
He would
fan.
live tweet every game. Every game.
You and him both, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all gotta get on his Twitter, man. It's a sight to see.
It's about 12 or 1 for you sometimes lately.
Oh yeah, yeah. Or no, the post game reactions from me on Twitter. Yeah, it would be about 12 or 1 a.m. Yeah, when I'm just thinking about life.
Long and hard.
Y'all are gonna see my grind of the Warriors season. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have it all on air.
Yeah,
all
it's
right,
gonna be something.
Let's do
all right,
this.
chop on.
Who dat?
Go Warriors, baby.
Hey,
Dub
Bills
Nation.
Mafia, baby. Bills
Dub
Mafia.
Nation. We
Go
back.
Tigers.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.